Hey Light Seekers, welcome back to Jackswell's Tarot. I'm Rashonda and I have a message for you today. I encourage you to find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed for give or take 15 to 20 minutes. Grab a crystal or a stone that truly resonates with you, and as the singing bowl sings, close your eyes and bring your focus to what you can do today to help you continue your life's journey. Once the singing bowl has finished its song, you can remain in the meditative state until the message is ready to be spoken, or feel free to watch the cards fall as they will. Okay, let me introduce you to the decks that we'll be using today. I have 2 Oracle decks, 1 Tarot deck, and 1 Confucius Goddess deck. I will be pulling 1 card from each Oracle deck, 4 cards from the Tarot deck, and 1 card from the Confucius Goddess deck. Let's shuffle with intention. What can we do today to help us continue our life's journey? What can we do today to help us continue our life's journey? Okay, 2 cards popped out. And when cards pop out during the shuffling process, it's a message that should be spoken now. And we have divine timing and study. So what I feel from these 2 cards is, if there's something that you're expecting and you're looking at your watch and you're waiting, when is it going to happen? I keep hearing things. I keep seeing messages that good things are coming. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Divine timing is when it happens. It happens during divine timing. We're ready to receive whatever it is that's coming towards us. And we feel that we're in a position to receive it, but divine timing is stepping in and saying, just hold on. And to me, this almost looks like Cupid with a bow. So it could be about love. It could be about you looking for, or not looking for, or just expecting for that true love to walk into your life. It's divine timing. And also with study here, maybe you're looking to get into studies of tarot. Maybe it can be spiritual enlightenment. You want to study more. Maybe you could wanting to study with the rainbow here. And because to me, the rainbow is representative of the 7 chakras, or I'm sorry, 7 or 12 chakras. So depending on what colors you're using your rainbow. So to me, it's maybe a form of meditation that you're looking to get deeper into meditation. Or maybe you're looking to investigate the chakras more and what crystals corresponds with those chakras. That could be study. Maybe study to take your mind off of what divine timing is sending in, so that you're not so heavily focused on looking for something that you expect to receive in your time, and it's bringing you anxiety and impatience. Maybe counteract that with getting into something that you truly want to do, and as far as study. Okay, let's shuffle with intention. What can we do to assist our life's journey? What can we do today to assist us on our life's journey? What can we do today to assist us on our life's journey? What can we do today to assist us? No, I'm not feeling that card on our life's journey. Since this card stayed down, I think that's the card we're supposed to take. So we're going to do that. Okay, we are all set. We have Apollo, divine messages. If you paid attention to the shuffling process of this reading, divine timing popped out during the shuffling process. So this is going to be a powerful message. Divine messages, healing, the Magician, the Star, the King of Wands, and Justice. We have 3 major arcanas in this very small, slim pickings. Let's read up on Apollo and see what message he's looking to bring to us today. Okay, Apollo, divine messages. Signs are being sent to light your path. Pay attention to the whispers of spirit. Yes, that divine timing definitely goes in hand with this message. So if you paid attention to the shuffling process, or if not, maybe you want to rewind the video and go back to the shuffling process and see the 2 cards that popped out then and the message that was spoken during that time. Apollo is the multifaceted Greek god of light and prophecy. He was a great musician and ruled over poetry, dance, archery, illness, medicine, oracles, and the sun. Apollo held the gift of prophecy. His oracle at Delphi was the greatest in the ancient world, consulted by the wealthiest and most influential people in Greece. From inside the temple, a priestess called the Pythia. Again, my pronunciations with names, I believe it, to me, it looks like the Pythia would channel Apollo's sacred messages, and priests wrote them down. The temple still stands on Mount Parnassus today. Apollo is a conduit for divine guidance and sacred signs. His symbols include the wolf, dolphin, swan, laurel crown, golden lyre, and silver bow. Wake up, the divine realms are communicating with you. Sweeping in upon his shining chariot, Apollo comes to illuminate the stream of heavenly messages that are being sent your way. Okay, now speaking of the laurel wreath, he has a laurel wreath around his head here, and as you can see, the animal spirits that he represents are listed, are around the glow around his head, which means that these are the spirits that he embodies as well. And if you take a peek at this healing card, the angel, she has a wreath around her head as well. It looks like flowers, but it looks like laurel leaves. Wait, is laurel flowers or leaves? I gotta look that up. But it looks like leaves are laurel leaves. The same leaves that are on this wreath that's on his head are in the wreath that's on her head as well with the flowers. So there's healing that needs to happen. And It can be not necessarily a physical healing. It can be some deep-rooted ancestral type healing that needs to be rectified. And this is what divinity is the messages that divinity is going to usher into us to help guide us in a direction of where to locate that deep healing, or where that deep healing is needed, and as well as how to start, or how to go about healing those deep-rooted issues. So with the magician here, it's going to bring, once the divine messages start coming in, and you're able to interpret those messages from divinity, you're going to feel a sense of empowerment. You're going to say, okay, I'm not alone in this. I got this. I can understand the messages that are being sent to me intuitively, physically, and emotionally. I can understand those messages. And now you'll have a sense of empowerment because you'll have a place to start. You'll know where to start. And that's when you'll be able to go within and start healing those deep-seated wounds, those emotional wounds that are festering. So having a magician card is basically saying that you have the power, you have the magic to be able to do that. And it must be magic receiving divine messages. That means that you're open to receiving things that are outside of the normal perception. So if you're open to receiving those things, this is why the magician card popped out, because it's magic. It's what the world considers to be magic, when you see something outside of the normal perception. And you're going to be prepared. You're definitely going to be prepared to move in a direction of healing once those messages start to come in. And right after the magician is the star. You're going to have that faith. That faith is going to be restored, that you're not doing this alone, that you've never been alone, and that you will not be alone. That faith is going to be restored once you start to see those divine messages, because you're going to know that they're not from this realm. They're not from this earth. And in your mind, you're going to say, wow, that's a coincidence. But in my world, or in the world that I live in, nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. If you turned right instead of going left, you turned right for a reason. Be open to seeing what that reason is, instead of being upset saying, damn it, I meant to go left, but let me figure out how to turn around and get back to where I was going. Take that as a sign. Maybe you were meant to go right. So be open to that. And just, if you need to go left, find a roundabout way to use your intuitive nature to find a roundabout way to leave that right turn and go in the direction that you intended to go to, because you never know, in the interim of you turning around and wanting to go in another direction, you may be able to see what divinity wanted you to see. So don't look at things that happen necessarily out of your control, or that maybe you wasn't paying attention, that's why it happened. No, it happens for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. And once you start to look at life that way, it's going to restore your faith. It's going to restore your faith in essence of, there is divine intervention. There are spirit guides that are following me. They do have contact with the material world to be able to put these physical messages here for me to see. Your faith will be restored, and you'll start to realize that you're not on this journey alone. So that's, and I'm saying all of that because the star, you're going to have that inspiration, that sense of fulfillment. And again, that faith is going to usher in. So just keep your eyes open, because this is a very, very magical and divinely led reading. And right after the star card comes the King of Fire, which is the King of Wands, the action, the inspiration, the plan, whatever your plan is for life. I mean, you may feel like you want to do something now, but you just don't know what to do. It could be some sort of healing that needs to be done before you execute that plan. But once that healing is done, the King of Fire, or the Wands, is more about action. It's about passion and about moving forward. And it's about being ready to go. You have your plan together, and now you're ready to move forward with your plan. That may be the case, but there's something that's holding you back, that's saying right now is not the time. Most likely is healing that needs to be done before you step out on that plan, because you don't want to step out on a great plan and you get in the midst of your plan and everything seems to be going well, and then all of a sudden you have a mental breakdown. because of some healing that needed to happen before this plan was executed, that you ignored the signs or you ignored the clues. So start paying attention to the divine messages that are going to start popping into your life. And whatever plan you have, it just hold on to it, or you can work on it in the midst of healing, and at the same time, at the same time as healing, in conjunction with healing. But either way, just hold on to your plan, look for the divine messages, and everything will come in together. And this is going to definitely bring you justice. It's going to bring you justice. It's going to make you feel like the world is not against me. I'm not against me. The people in my life are not against me. Because now that you've healed, and now that you know where to begin to start processing that healing, you'll start to see that it's not the world and the people around you that's making you feel a certain type of way. It's the healing that needed to be done within you that's making you feel a certain type of way. And once you start to realize that, then you'll start to see the balance. You'll start to see things in your life balance out. You won't feel that negative pull, or, not negative per se, but you won't feel the pull towards people that make you feel a certain type of way, and not a good way. Make you feel like you're not enough, or make you feel like you're in competition, or make you feel like you're, how can I put this? That your value or your truths and what you believe doesn't matter. That will all start to fall to the wayside once you start doing that internal healing, because that internal healing will lead you further into the truth of yourself, the truth of your being and who you are. So let's see what the goddess card says. We have the goddess Saga. The Nordic goddess Saga blesses your life story. You must shape your life as if it's a legend waiting to be told. What will be your legacy? Live how you wish to be remembered, bright soul. Which goes back to healing. Once you heal, you'll be able to start that life story. You'll be able to pick up with this plan, this brilliant plan that you have, that you are so gung-ho to put into action. You'll be ready to start that, but you have to heal first, because this healing with the divinity popping up with the oracle, the spirit cards, before you hop on this journey of whatever project you have in mind, you want to heal first, because you don't want this healing that needs to be done to hinder you once you get in the midst of your project. So that's all I have for you today. When you go out into the world, take with you your truth, your intuition, and your magic. Trust the decisions you make are always in your best interest. Love and light.